Hello, Dr. Pham and Dr. Wang. It's that time of the month again for your monthly report for your websites, and this time I have great news, especially for New Smiles. But as always, I would like to start with Lake Jackson since that one is quite stable and doing well. So I will make this video as quick and short as possible and as painless as possible with a lot of information for you guys. So this is a platform that we use called Ahrefs, and right now it's the very best platform that you can use out there to track websites and track everything that's happening online. And I'm going to use this one this time to do your report. I like using different tools just to show you everything is consistent, and I always like using third-party resources that show how your business is doing, how your online presence is doing, since it needs to be correlated, it needs to be the same in all sources. This way you can see that everything that I'm showing you is actually real. This is for Lake Jackson. This is how many websites are pointing to your domain. As you can see, although right now Lake Jackson dental care is in maintenance and not in the building stage anymore like New Smiles, we keep building more links back to it. Right now you have over 75 websites pointing to Lake Jackson. And as you can see, the amount of links keeps increasing exponentially. Actually, we're almost up to 400 links pointing back to the Lake Jackson website, which is amazing. So even though that one's in kind of like a maintenance plan already, we keep hitting it really hard because we want you to do amazingly well, and that's very important for us. As far as the organic search, right now you have actually up to 125 keywords that you are ranking for. I mean, if you really see where we've gone, this was the Google dance that we went through, which is normal, for any SEO plan, just like what's happening right now with New Smiles. It's going through the dance, and then once it becomes stable, then boom, it just explodes. So you're actually ranking for 125 keywords now, and this is some of the top keywords that you get out there. And if we see the full report, we can see the positions and all the keywords that you're ranking for. And I mean, a lot of them are for your actual brand, which is good because you want to rank for your brand too. When people are looking for you, you don't want you to find your competitors, which is happening with New Smiles. Actually, people are finding you looking for competitors, but I'll show you that shortly. But you have really great keywords here. I'm just going to do a quick search for the most competitive keyword, which is Lake Jackson dentist. That's the most competitive one. Make sure that we're doing healthy there. And here we go. So you're in Google Maps, of course, position 2. This should become position 1 soon. At some point we were position 3, and then we should be down here somewhere as well. Here we are. So we're right here, and this is the most competitive keyword. And I just want to show you that the rankings are stable. We're doing our work with the maintenance and keep building links and power to your site for a very long-term marketing effect in the future. So that's Lake Jackson. Now I want to move to the next thing, which is New Smiles. So with New Smiles, here we go. This is the report for New Smile, Texas. And as you can see, we keep building the domains. Right now we have over 40 websites now pointing to New Smiles. We've been quite aggressive very quickly, as you can see, with the website and how many links are pointing back to the site. So we're being very, very aggressive with New Smiles, and the reason is that since it's a very competitive market, Houston is, we're being as aggressive as we can be to be able to beat the competitors, but we're not being overly aggressive where Google would place a red flag on your domain or place a red flag on the strategy. So we want to be as aggressive as we can be without crossing that line. So that's doing great there. And the good news with New Smiles is that it started ranking. So right now the organic keywords, as you can see, started increasing. You're actually ranking for over 200 keywords now for New Smiles. And now we need to get New Smiles to rank on the first page for a lot of those keywords, because although you're indexed for over 200 keywords, most of them are not in first page yet. But the really good news for this month is that the Google algorithm is responding well to our strategy. So we're starting to get some keywords on first page. So I want to show them to you. So let's organize this by position. And right here, actually, I believe this is your competitor. If it's, I'm not sure if you own this or if this is a competitor, but we started picking up the traffic from Smile Dental Houston. You're in position 2 for that. I Smile Dental Houston. You're in position 4 for that. Braces Houston is a good one. You're in position 4 for that. In Houston Braces, which is only a 2-word keyword. And when you start to rank for 2-word keywords that are products or services, that's when you know your website is going in the right direction. So right now your website is in a 45-degree angle. It's growing very quickly. It's starting to respond to the first campaigns that we built when we started the plan. Right now they're coming into fruition, and normally it takes about 10 to 30 weeks for the links to be found by Google, but in this case, it's finding them a little quicker than we expected. So it's going well, although it's a very competitive market. It's doing well. So let's go ahead and do a search for Houston braces. So opening an incognito window so that there's no biased results. That's always important. Houston braces. So you are not on the maps yet, of course, because right now that one is competitive, and also we're building the Yelp reviews, and they have been coming in. We've been watching them, which is great, and then it can take up to 10 weeks for Google to reflect the power of those new reviews on Yelp and get you also on the Google Maps. Of course, you already have a ton of reviews on Google Maps, so no worries there. That's going to happen sooner or later. You're actually already on the list. You're indexed, but you're not on the top 3. But for Houston braces, let's do a quick search for new smiles, and there you are. So my system says that you are in position 4. Actually, let's see, position 5. So you're in position 5 for Houston braces. Let's see if that's true. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're actually in position 4. So my system is 1 off. You're actually 1 higher than my system says. So that's great. You're already on the first page for that one, which is amazing. That one's a competitive keyword. Then we have braces Houston TX. That one should be position 4. So let's search for it. Braces Houston TX. Braces Houston TX. Let's check that out. Not on the maps yet. Those Yelp reviews will definitely kick in, and then new smiles. Here we go. So you are in position 1, 2, 3, 4, and my system says you should be in position 4 for that. So that one is accurate. And there's a lot more keywords that you're starting to rank for. For example, dentist in Bel Air. You just came into position 1, into position first page. So position first page is from number 1 to 10. So there's 10 listings. So you just became onto position page 1, which is great. That just happened recently because all of those campaigns are coming into fruition. And then 10, we scale 10 up, and Smile Texas Dental, I believe that is a competitor, but we're picking them up. Affordable Braces Houston, Texas, that is in position 19. That means that is in page 2, and that should be coming up by the next month. We should have this one too, which has pretty good traffic too. So Houston Dental and New Smiles is up and coming for Houston. Very competitive. We're being very aggressive as we can be without raising any red flags to get you there as soon as possible, and it's great to see that it's coming into fruition. So right here with New Smiles, Yelp, thank you for getting those new reviews in. We've been watching them. So there's one here on actually 421. There's another one on 417. There's another one on 52. So those reviews are going to be massive. So right now we're up to 13 reviews. Some, of course, will get filtered out. That is just normal. I know you had the question also with Google Maps and Google Plus, why they filtered those reviews. Don't worry, you have more reviews than most of your competitors on Google Plus, and those don't count towards the algorithm of your Google Maps listing at all. Actually, if they count very little. That's why you can see competitors that are in position 1, 2, or 3 on the Google Maps with almost no reviews, because the ones that count are from outside networks like Yelp and Foursquare and Yellow Pages and whatnot. But Yelp is the one that has the most effect. So right now with this one coming in, Google will find this, and the maps will finally come in. And we're also building a lot of citations to your Google Maps every single day. We build, from 5 to 20 citations to push that forward. So at some point that will come into the top 3, and then it should be very apparent, getting a lot more new business calls and whatnot. As far as the website, let's see what changes we made to the website. So we added this information down here. I believe that was probably in the last report, but what we did do here is some new images that we edited and inserted into this page. And then as you can see, the difference from before is that now your website and your pages load extremely fast. These images are super optimized. They have the right naming convention. They can be shared. So if you put the mouse over, people can share them on networks if they wanted to, or share them with a friend saying, hey, this dentist is actually really good. Look at their work. And so we got these new images in here. Other than that, we're up and coming, rising, doing well. And hopefully by next month, we already have some positions on 1, 2, or 3 of Google Maps. Again, the market is quite competitive, much more competitive than Lake Jackson, but we're being as aggressive as we can be with it, tracking it very closely, and those Yelp reviews will go very far. So that's it for this report. Thank you so much. And any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.